Hey everyone, what's up? I'm DJ aka Numbers, and with me I got Justin.
Hey guys.
And right now we're going to be doing a quick review, not a full review, on the game Destiny. This isn't going to be like a final big review just because they're probably going to add and change a lot of things in the game since it just came out. So
Yeah, we don't really think that multiplayer-oriented games should have final reviews because it's always changing, but this is what we think of it right now.
alright. So, first, Justin, you can start us off on the graphics.
Alright, I mean, the game does look really good. Like, it's a good-looking game, except playing it on, well, I guess current gen, I don't know what people are calling it now, next. I'm playing it on a PlayStation 4, and pretty much the graphics, they do look good, but I could see where they had to make drawbacks for the last gen. Like, there's just certain textures that aren't that great, like some ground textures. But I guess since it's a giant world, it couldn't be as graphically intense as other games that are just small, condensed levels. But still, it still looks good. Like, certain particle effects look really cool. I like it. It's good enough. I'd say, like, they could just update some textures, maybe.
I'm on the 360, so I can't say a lot about the graphics just because I'm not really representing or anything like that. But on the 360, I do have to say it's definitely the best Xbox 360 game that's ever come out, like graphically wise. It's just looks so amazing, and a lot of things that they just did with like lighting and everything, they just made it look so beautiful to just walk around and like go outside and look at the sun. It's like it just looks really fucking good, but it definitely doesn't compare to the next gen consoles. Alright, so let's go to the next topic, which is gameplay, which I would assume you mean multiplayer because after that it says story.
Well, I meant in terms of the gameplay, like how the guns feel, how the combat feels, and then story is like the lore, the actual plot line. But in terms of gameplay, it feels very Halo, but in a really good way. Like, it feels like the better parts of Halo, but with things that you never saw before, like, for example, the supercharges.
Like zooming in to your scope.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about that. They just all around just made it. The combat is, I think, the best part. Like, it just feels so addicting and fluid. Like, when you finally, like, for example, when you kill the enemies on Mars and you see, like, the blood splurt out of their head, that's, like,
Yeah,
the best.
that's pretty sick. Also with I don't remember what they're called, but on Venus, when you shoot them in the stomach.
It's X.
Yeah, those when you kill them and
Goblins.
you shoot them in the stomach, they like explode and it just looks so awesome.
Yeah, they just really make the combat feel satisfying and rewarding, and I think that that was definitely, you could tell what they worked on. Like, there's a lot of variation in guns and different styles of gameplay, so many different gun categories. I really like it.
Yeah, dude, there's so many guns in this game. It's not like, I guess in a way, it's not like there's a million guns. Like if they had this many guns in any other game, it really wouldn't work. But the way that they did it, they just had like a certain type of gun, then they would have like 3 of it, and like one is like the best, or there's even more than 3. I have like something 5 on my helmet. It's honestly like there's just so much variation of what you can do. And then for combat, I don't feel like it's a really heavy story, like campaign based game. When you're in the multiplayer, I feel like I'm playing like a Call of Duty game. Like, they focused a lot on the multiplayer and it just feels like a really good first person shooter.
I mean, I'm not the slightest fan of the Call of Duty franchise or or any part of
But
it.
you
But I
can't
mean,
say that it's not like the most like realistic first person shooters.
Call of Duty.
Not most realistic, just like the most feel like
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I guess they add some sort of element if people keep buying the games year after year, but I guess so.
Alright, so now for the third topic, which is the story, which I'm gonna go first for this one. I did not enjoy the story that much. It's not like, I just couldn't really get into it. I felt like the game was more so like, alright, run around, kill things, hold X to deploy Ghost. Like, that was most of the gameplay and like the story. But I enjoyed playing the campaign a lot. It was just awesome. like the game itself was just so amazing that it didn't really need a really intense story to keep you like drawn in and everything.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. They really marketed this as like the the savior of video game stories. Like, I believe I forgot who in the company said it, but they said that like this will be on shelves with Lord of the Rings and like major franchises, like in terms of story. Like, I don't think it was not even near. I think it was mediocre. The writing, like the main character had like the writing was just flat. He just was the most boring one-dimensional character ever. And I'm 99% sure it wasn't Peter Dinklage's fault. It was just the really bad writing that just the AI, I forgot. He was just there just to give you the slight backstory that the game has, which the game has a deep lore, you just can't find it in the game. Like, it's like, you have to find it online. Like, I couldn't figure it, to be completely honest, I was like avidly paying attention and I had to look some things up. Like, I didn't, like, there's like one scene with character development where the robot is talking to your guy and he says like some really bad joke and he's like, hey little light, and he's like, oh you. But like,
yeah, I felt like I had like my character or everyone's character in the game, I maybe said 10 words throughout the whole campaign. Like, they did the same thing with Halo. The first Halo game though, it was like they barely said anything about the story. It was more so like, alright, you're in this world, pick up a gun, fucking kill things. And that's really what drew people into the next game, because they actually wanted to know about the story and then they built on it more. So I feel like they will for Destiny. Like, the second game, they're gonna be like, alright, now we get into the deep story. This is awesome, whatever. But for now, like, Destiny itself, it's just, there's no anything. Like, I feel like my person is just, I'm just a person running around shooting things, and then I have my ghost to tell me what to shoot.
Oh yeah, and not only that, but just the lines are just so poorly written. Like, he'll be like the infamous "that wizard came from the moon" line from the alpha. Imagine that, but the entire game, like, it's just you just saying like he'll just be like, pretty much it's you run up to a gate, and then he's like, fuck, I can't get the gate open. I'm gonna scan the gate, you shoot this shit, and then you shoot the shit, and then he opens the gate, and then you go to the next area. And he's like, fuck, I need to activate this thing, but it's not working. Kill all this, and then you kill everything, and then he's like, alright, you did it, and then the mission ends.
Yeah, that was really, like, most of the story. Like, I enjoyed playing it just because of how good the shooting was and how, like, amazing the game looked. So, like, that was basically what drew people into the game. It wasn't really like, oh my god, this story is the best thing ever.
Which I would be completely fine if they, like, marketed it as, like, pure, like, amazing gameplay, which they did. But I just don't like how they kept saying, oh, the story is gonna be so good. We have, like, this really in-depth, like, it's not. It doesn't, it's so, like, it just feels like a hollowed out shell. Like, you're just, like, waiting for this really in-depth stuff to happen, but, like, you couldn't, there's like no memorable characters. Like, there's one mysterious character who you saw in like the first mission of the beta where she's standing there with the sniper. By the end of the game, I could be completely honest, you still have minimal knowledge on who she is or like her ambitions.
Yeah, I only have one more level left, but I saw like we talked to her like once. That was like, yeah. Like, I feel like in a really good game, like, I'd play it, and then after I'd be like, oh, I love this character, and if a character died, I'd be so sad. If that bitch got hit by a fucking asteroid, I really don't feel like I'd care, like, the slightest bit.
And honestly, that's a good description of every single character you'll meet in the entire game. Like, for example, you go to this place called the Reef, you're like, fucking awesome, a new area, some comets, you don't get to play anything on it. But anyways, while you're at the comet, you meet this one dude who's an Awoken. He is the most two-dimensional character. He's literally just an asshole.
He's a fucking dick.
He's literally just an asshole, and he has no character development whatsoever. Like, he's just straight up a dick just to be a dick. Like, he has no reason to be a dick. He's just an asshole.
I actually did enjoy, like, I guess she's the queen. I did enjoy her a little bit. I felt like she did have some kind of character just because, I don't know, it's like mysterious.
She had like a mysterious element to her, but then the one guy was like literally just a dick to be a dick.
Yeah, the one guy was just like, alright, go here, die, fuck you.
Or like your character just does whatever this one dude says, but like Mr. Dinklage, but like he's just like he never questions why he has to do anything. Like he's like, you're gonna have to go to the moon and kill all these things, and he's never just like, let's just stay and let other people do it. He just does it, and then which I also think leads to, like, I didn't add this in our list of categories, but I just think like in terms of like how like overall. So I guess I did final thoughts. I think that the game is real. Like, we didn't want to do a full review because we figure we made it to level 20, but that's the soft level cap, but you get armor and it raises it because you gain light. So I think that adds some good end game because you want to keep, because it's the most addicting game. I've been playing.
Yeah, I haven't stopped playing Crucible.
Crucible. Oh, Crucible. That is like Halo, but way better. I think it's more fun than Halo's.
I just wish that
dare I say?
Okay, so what I don't like about Crucible, even though like this wasn't really a topic, only thing I don't like is that the vehicles in Halo is like, all right, jack this vehicle. Can you hijack vehicles in Destiny? Because I have not.
And
yeah,
they definitely should have added it.
Yeah, because I feel like someone drives up to me, they can. Number one, they can drive right next to me, and I can't do shit about it because I can't like shoot their person, and then they just kind of kill me and then drive off. Like, I feel like it's just they need to even that out by having, like, the little hijack feature. But other than that, Crucible is freaking amazing, and I really don't want to just cut into this topic and make it sound all, like, unprofessional. So, we're going to leave it at that, alright?
Yeah, just keep in mind, Crucible is just really fun. Tons of different game modes. Highly recommended. And also, this isn't a Destiny bash video. This is one of our favorite games ever. We're just trying to
I feel like the final thoughts was kind of gonna like improve on that. My final thoughts about the game, I fucking love Destiny. Like, I'm not gonna stop playing this game for like a solid few months, and even if like I'm not playing it every day, like I'm gonna come back on, I'm gonna try to get new armor because there's just so much of the game that I haven't experienced yet because I'm a level 19 now, so I can't wait to like get like level 25 stuff and shit like that. So that's like, it's a really, really entertaining game, and it's just so fun to play, and it looks like fucking amazing. The only thing that they really could have made a little better is an interesting story, because I don't give a shit about any of the people in the story or what the story is about. I just kind of ran around and shot stuff and tried to beat it. Which
I sometimes need is someone who plays really story-driven games. I do like to just like shoot stuff and not think sometimes, but this is one of those games where after how much they boasted the story, I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was really excited for this game. Like, I wanted to play this story and love every character in it. I don't know, after the beta though, I kind of saw that it wasn't going to be like that. I wanted a character that I wanted them to be so amazing to me, and then they die, and then I would just cry, because there have been games that made me cry like a fucking bitch, and this was not one of them. It's just, I didn't care.
The Last of Us.
Yes, dude.
Just finished the remaster. Well, not just finished it, like a month or two ago. Oh my god, but yeah, and like I'm going to be playing this game for months as well. I'm definitely going to get the season pass, and I'm going to continue playing it. And I'm really one of the best games I've ever played. Not in terms of story whatsoever, definitely one of the worst. But in terms of gameplay, it's just it's just so addicting. I can't even put into words to describe how satisfying this game makes you feel when you accomplish something.
Yeah, when you kill someone, even in Crucible, like after I've played like so many games, when I kill someone, it just makes me happy. Like,
oh yeah, like
I
even
can't
just
explain it.
And even the narrator in Crucible sounds awesome, but I mean, so yeah, I definitely would recommend Destiny if you're just looking for like a fun
game to play
even
if
friends.
Especially if you do YouTube, definitely to make videos, because this game looks beautiful, and it's not a hard game to commentate over, just because a lot of the time so much action is going on that it's just like, all right, you can watch this and it looks fucking sick. So, I don't know, I'm gonna give a rating on the game. I honestly think it's like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 solely because as much as I dislike the story, I can't stop playing it, so clearly they're doing something right.
Yeah, so that concludes our video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, If you like the video, make sure to leave a like down below. Any suggestions for what we should review or play, leave in the comments section. And we'll see you guys later.
See you guys.